So we have a junior lightweight contest here. Yerkin Beghenov from Kazakhstan in the blue corner takes on Karim El Husseini from France in the red corner. And Beghenov charging in with this takedown attempt early on. Holding on tight. Now look at that takedown. Grabs the leg and turns the corner. Great work here from Karim as well, trying to stay up, but that relentless pressure now puts him underneath the Kazakhstan fighter, Beghenov. Oh, it's a high-paced start from the blue corner here, Yerkin Beghenov. Oh, this time Karim shrugs him off, but as soon as he does, Yerkin Beghenov back to his feet, back to closing that distance. Nice. Takes the ankle, turns the corner. Good pressure from Beghenov, but Karim able to get back to his feet. Oh, nice strikes here off the cage on the break. The work rate. And look at that smile. I was about to, he's right in front of me. I thought he must be tired now. But just looking at his corner, smiling. You can see they want him to break away, throw punches. Oh, he's like a tornado coming at Karim El Husseini. Oh, looking for the takedown there. Wow, look at this young Kazakhstan fighter. Turns the corner again. Can he hold him down? Once again, Karim makes space. And that's the only thing I'd say about Yerkin Beghenov. He's able to take him down 2-3 times. Nice strikes on the brain. A big smile from Karim. But he doesn't establish the position. He leaves so much space between his takedowns and then contact on top of the mat. Now Karim charges again. This is the first real breather they've had, but even this isn't a breather. They're both, you can see the effort they're putting in to try and Karim to make some space and Yerkin to negate it. Once again goes for a hip throw. I mean, his pressure is relentless. There is some holes in the technique without a doubt, but Karim having to deal with a whirlwind of a first round here. And the Kazakhstan team now working at reigniting their young fighter, Yerkin Beghenov. Those 3 minutes, my goodness. And we'll see here, look, diving for the takedown. Again, they're messy, but relentless. And here we have it, and he just leaves a bit too much space. Karim now doing extremely well, dealing with this sort of pressure. This is the end of the round. This is when he gets a bit of top control. But those 3 minutes must have felt like an hour and a half to both of those fighters. The pace that they were fighting at. little misunderstanding there. Yerkin Beggenov is certainly having a good time, I will say that. So we have Begenov in the blue corner from Kazakhstan taking on El Husseini from France in the red corner. And again, as soon as the bell goes, Begenov moves forward. Cannot fight at this pace all the time, surely. Now El Husseini has the top position. This will be interesting. It's been him that's had to escape from being on the bottom, but now Begenov is the one early in the second round. He's got to make some space, got to make some attacks off his back. And I think Karim El Husseini is just hanging on to this young man, because if he gives him any space, he knows that he's just going to go. A lot of control. The referee will be looking for more action than this. And Karim holding it, and there you go. I could see that happening, could see that coming. And let's wait for it. As soon as they start, here comes Kazakhstan. Yerkin Beggenov has no reverse gear. Oh, and once again, looking for that takedown. A bit messy, has ended up on top this time. Let's see if he can establish this position. This time he walks through, gets that half guard position. Locked down there on the legs. You can see that good angle from the camera. Stopping the progression there of Yerkin Beggenov. Begenov will be able to work from this position. A lot of fighters actually prefer to work from half guard. This time he's been able to hold the position, Begenov. Really not any big shots coming in. I'm sure the referee may stand them up again once more, unless there's some progression. More than just these peppering shots to the side of the head. Now he's posturing up. Let's see if he can improve this. Takes Karim El Husseini back to the mat. And again he stands up. Now you can start to see where both of them are exhausted. Let's see. And here comes Yerkin Beggenov once again. This time gets the takedown up against the cage. And as I said, the technique is not quite fully formed yet in Beggenov, but the pressure is something that is going to break you as well, forcing you to fight or defend at a certain pace, an unreal pace, to be honest. Wow, 2 rounds in the books. Both fighters look exhausted. But only 3 minutes left in this battle. The corner there, French corner. You can see them just trying to calm El Husseini down. I believe this was the end of the first round, actually, these exchanges. And this was into the second. Just not enough action. Then he got stood up, and then forward came Yerkin Beggenov, charging forward, getting the takedown, finishing the round on top once again. So round number 3, 3 minutes left for these young men to try and claim their place in the next round. Oh, high kick coming in from Beggenov. El Husseini looking very, very cautious. Now he's looking for the takedown. Really does listen to his corner well. See him looking, they want to make space, maybe he'll throw some punches off the break. And that might be the first time I've seen him take some backward steps here, Begenov. Oh, that was a laboured, slow turning, spinning kick. And now Begenov back on top. And now look at that. Now the Frenchman sprawled out. Look how calm Begenov looks. See if he turns to the back. Yes, he does. But look at the space he leaves. That's one thing he's really got to work on and fix. Begenov, the amount of space he leaves between the transitions, that's what gives the opponents moments, gaps to escape or reverse. Here comes some left hands. El Husseini must be wondering what this young man has had for breakfast. Because this pressure, the work rate, despite what I've said about his technique, that has been what has forced this fight every single second. Again using that lockdown, but Begenov will be happy from here, this top position. Was closing his eyes. Now, the referee, I'm sure, will be looking for a little bit more action. Again, Begenov just puts the shoulders back on the mat. Can El Husseini change this around? More shots coming in, posturing up his Begenov. Oh, look at that. That sums this fight up totally. Whenever Karim El Husseini made any sort of space, back came Begenov, moving forward, relentless pressure. Lots of holes in the technique, but my goodness, must have felt like you were fighting 8 or 9 men in there rather than just this one young Kazakhstan fighter in Yerkin Beggenov. Good respect between these two athletes. Both teams looking to make their mark here, Kazakhstan and France, in these World Championships here in Bahrain. So there we go, he takes the victory. And Kazakhstan flag.